Hello, dear students. I welcome you all on behalf of Sri Jayendra Rangjon classes. Dear student, today, in a continuation of the chapter that is Principles of Inheritance and Variation, we are going to deal with a new topic today that is human genetic disorder. So, whatever the disorders which are related to the genetics that we are going to discuss here. Now, if we talk about human genetic disorders, some genetic disorders are inheritable and some are not inheritable. Okay. So based on this, these human genetic disorders are divided into two groups. Okay. So first we write human genetic disorder, and this disorder are classified into two groups. One is chromosomal disorders, and another are the Mendelian disorders. The chromosomal disorders, if we talk, these chromosomal disorders are due to chromosomal abnormalities. These are due to chromosomal abnormalities. And this chromosomal disorders, which are due to chromosomal abnormalities, and that is due to absence or excess of due to absence or excess of absence or excess, we can say, or abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosome, then these are chromosomal disorders. But when we talk about Mendelian disorders, these disorders, if we say, these are due to the defect in gene. So these are due to defect or a mutation in a gene. And this can be traced, this Mendelian disorders, if we talk, it is possible to trace this Mendelian disorders. So this Mendelian disorder can be traced in a family by pedigree analysis. So these are due to the mutation in the gene, but these are due to the abnormal arrangement of the one or more chromosome, or absence or excess of the chromosome occurs, then it is known as chromosomal disorders. Now, one of the important feature is that These chromosomal disorders, if we talk, these are not inheritable. These are not inheritable. Means they cannot pass from one generation to another generation. But this Mendelian disorders, if we talk, these are able to pass from one generation to another generation. So they are inheritable. And these are inheritable. Due to this, it is possible that that can be traced in a pedigree. But chromosomal disorders cannot be traced. So we are going to discuss these chromosomal disorders one by one and then Mendelian disorders. So first we are starting with important one, that is chromosomal disorders. So just we have studies chromosomal disorders are non-inheritable. They are not going to inherit in the progeny. They are not going to, it means it is, can be present in the parents, but it cannot be observed in the next generation or in offspring. Then it is known as non-inheritable. And this chromosomal disorders cannot be traced, cannot be traced with the help of, with the help of pedigree chart or pedigree analysis, which is one of the important feature that is observed. And these chromosomal disorders are of two types, are of two types, that is abnormalities due to aneuploidy and aberration, or aberrations either in autosomes, either in autosomes or in sex chromosome. So these are the chromosomal disorders which are not inheritable, but that can be traced with the help of pedigree, and these are either due to the aneuploidy, that is a loss in one of or two chromosomes, or addition of one or two chromosome in the total number of chromosome, or either that can be either in the chromosome or autosome or in the sex chromosome. So this are of chromosomal disorders. Based on this, if we talk, these are of two types, that is autosomal abnormalities and another is a sex chromosomal abnormalities. Means these are due to the addition or excess or a loss of chromosome in a sex chromosome, aneuploidy in a sex chromosome, or that is due to the what, aneuploidy or aberration in the autosome, then it is known as autosomal abnormality. If it is a aneuploidy or aberration in the sex chromosome, then it is known as sex chromosomal abnormality. So first we are going to discuss autosomal abnormalities. If we talk about this autosomal abnormalities, these are due to the autosomal aneuploidy or aberration. These are due to autosomal aneuploidy or aberrations. And some of the common disorders which we are going to discuss are as follows. Common disorders due to the autosomal chromosome abnormality are as follows. The first one is Down syndrome. Second is Edward syndrome. Third one is Patau's syndrome. Actually, this Down syndrome are due to the 21st trisomy. Means a chromosome in a 21st pair are in place of 2, they are going to be 3. So total number of chromosome going to be what? 47 in place of 46. Then Down syndrome occur. Is same way 18 trisomy. Trisomy means 2n plus 1. Means one chromosome get added to the 18th pair in a diploid individual, then it is known as the adverse syndrome. And same way Patau syndrome is the 13 trisomy, that is due to addition of one extra chromosome in the 13th pair of 13th pair out of a total 23 pair of chromosome. Fourth disorder due to the autosomal abnormality is cry do chet or cat cry syndrome. Now this cat cry syndrome or cry do chet syndrome, in which the particular newborn is going to cry like a mewing of a cat. Because of this, this is known as a cat cry syndrome. In this maximum you will get due to what this particular cridojet occur. So this is due to deletion of half part in short arm of chromosome 5. If this deletion in a fifth chromosome occur, then it is known as cridojet syndrome. And the fifth disorder is myelogenous leukemia. So this is the thing. Out of this, we will be going mainly to discuss that Down syndrome. Okay. And this myelogenous leukemia is due to what? Reciprocal translocation between. So it is due to the addition of myelogenous leukemia. So out of this total five autosomal chromosome abnormalities, we are going to discuss two mainly, that is Down syndrome and the myelogenous leukemia. Okay. So we will discuss that in detail in the upcoming part. So first we are going to discuss the Down's syndrome and its characteristic. This Down syndrome, if we talk, then it is also known as Mongolian idiocy or Mongolism. And this Down syndrome is occur due to 21 trisomy. Means in 21st pair, in place of two chromosomes, you will see the three chromosomes. So one additional extra chromosome is present in that pair. So total number of chromosomes is going to be 47 out of 46 in case of the particular child. So this Down syndrome was first reported in Langdon Down, and that is due to the 31st autosomal aneuploidy. So here the extra chromosome is present in chromosome number 12 pair. So why it is happening? So it occurs if both the chromosome of pair 21 pass into single egg due to non-disjunction during oogenesis. So non-disjunction during oogenesis means when meiosis occurs, these two chromosomes each pair going to separate and reach out of this two in one egg cell. Only one chromosome is going to enter, and in another egg cell, another chromosome will enter. Both chromosomes of any pair not going to enter in a one egg cell or one particular gamete. But here, what is happening? This the 22 chromosomes, this 21st pair are not going to separate or not going to separate, and they remain with each other and enter the only one egg cell at a time. So if here it is a diploid cell, and if non-disjunction occur, then one gamete will having a n plus one gamete will be observed, and another n minus one gamete will be obtained. So total number of chromosomes become 47 of chromosome become 47 in place of 46. So in male, it is 45 plus XY in males and 45 plus XX in female. Okay, instead of 46. Now, if we talk about the characteristics of this particular offspring or a child with going to born with the Down syndrome, the characters or it is characterized by number one, you can say that is rounded face. Rounded face. Face is going to be round. Then you will see the broad forehead. Then you will see permanently open mouth. Then projecting tongue. projecting tongue out of the mouth. Then lower lip is also seen to be projecting. So projecting lower lip. The child will have a short neck. So face is going to be present directly on the, we can say, the shoulder. Okay. Then flat hands. They have flat hands. Then small fingers. And you will find many loops on fingertips. On fingertips. Apart from this, you will see the presence of straight hair. Then you will see a furrowed tongue. Then broad palm with the palmar crease. And this palmar crease runs all over the way across the palm. Then Mongolian type eyelids. Eye folds actually. Then the offspring or a victim with the Down syndrome has little intelligence. That is, IQ is below 40. And later on, you will see the heart and other organs are going to defective, become defective. Gonads and genitalia are undeveloped. Okay, so this is the thing which are the characteristic which you will see in the victim or offspring with that is Down syndrome. Now, after this characteristic, if you see, then you will see that this particular, if we talk about the prevalence in population, then you will see that it affect 1 in 750 babies at birth. At birth. But over half of fetuses suffering from this syndrome abort spontaneously, means miscarriage occur. Now the non-disjunction is more common in females. So Frequency of non-disjunction of a chromosome pair 21 increases with the mother age. Non-disjunction is more in females. So the and frequency of non-disjunction increases with age. Okay, so these are the particular things which we see in case of now this Down syndrome, if we talk, it does not run in families and it is related to the abnormal behavior of chromosome during the meiosis. As we can see, this is a non-disjunction. However, it is seen that about 3 to 4% Down syndrome cases are due to translocation of 21st to chromosome 14 or less commonly to the chromosome 22. Okay. One more important point you should remember that about 3 to 4% of Down syndrome cases are due to translocation of chromosome 21 to chromosome 14 or less commonly to chromosome 10 22 and even less common 21 to 21 translocation, and this is called familial Down syndrome. Okay, so this is the thing which occur in the Down syndrome. I hope you understood this Down syndrome in a proper way. Okay. Now, another disorder which we are going to discuss, that is in autosomal chromosomal abnormalities, that is myelogenous leukemia. Now, it is caused by deletion of some portion of long arm of chromosome 22 and its addition to chromosome 9. So it is a reciprocal translocation is going to occur. And due to this, the cancer of white blood cells or WBC or leukocytes is characterized by increased and unregulated growth of unregulated growth of myeloid cells in bone marrow and accumulation of these cells in blood. So there is excess production of this WBC or leukocytes and hence chronic granulocytic leukemia, and so excess production of leukocyte called chronic granulocytic leukemia or chronic myeloid leukemia, that is CML. Okay, so this is going to occur in this myelogenous leukemia. Okay, so this is the two important chromosomal abnormalities that we have discussed, that is Down syndrome and the myelogenous leukemia. Other Edwards syndrome, Patau syndrome, and Craig-Duchess syndrome, that only you need to remember what happens during this. Like Edwards syndrome, 18 trisomy, Patau syndrome, 13 trisomy, and Craig-Duchess, that is deletion in the chromosome number 5. Now we are going to talk about a sex chromosomal abnormalities. Sex chromosomal abnormalities. Now, this sex chromosomal abnormalities are as follows. And in this, we are going to discuss first, that is Turner syndrome. Then second, we will discuss, that is Klinefelter syndrome. Then we will discuss super male, and fourth one, that is super male. So we are going to discuss this. In this, super male and super female are not no importance, but we are going to discuss Turner syndrome and Klinefelter in detail. This is a poly X female chromosome condition. So this super female in which the X chromosome are going to increase, and super male is poly Y male syndrome, we can say, whereas this was a poly X male syndrome. Actually, we can mark it. Okay, but we are going to discuss mainly Turner's and Klinefelter. We will discuss somewhat about the super female and super female, but these first two are important with respect to the Neet. Okay, so let's discuss one by one this all. So first, we are going to discuss Turner syndrome. This Turner syndrome is due to monosomy. It is due to monosomy. Monosomy is what? 2n minus 1 condition. And this 2n minus 1 condition in X chromosome mainly, and that is monosomy of X chromosome actually. So here, this monosomy is formed by union of allosome or sex chromosome free egg, which having a 22 plus 0 condition, and a normal X type of sperm, or uh, and a allosome. So here, union of allosome free egg and normal X sperm, or normal egg and allosome free sperm. Okay, so like this, if fusion occur, then there will be a one chromosome less out of the total 46. So here only 45 chromosome going to be present in this condition. So this condition is can be represented as 44 plus x0. Now, if we talk about the characteristic of this individual suffering from this Turner syndrome, you will see that the characters are such persons are usually they are sterile female, and this sterile female have rudimentary ovaries. Rudimentary means immature, non-functional. Then you will see undeveloped or underdeveloped breasts. Then they have a small uterus. And they have puffy fingers. They have a short stature. And short stature in which the height is less than 5 feet. They have webbed neck appearance. Means overhead you will find like this the particular shoulder. Okay, so webbed neck you will find. They have abnormal intelligence. They have cardiovascular abnormalities. Then they are having a hearing impairment. They may not menstruate or ovulate. So they may not menstruate or ovulate. And 1 in 3,000 female birth is victim. Means out of 3000 female births, only one is going to be affected. Now it is known that one of the important point that male Turner syndrome, that is 44 plus Y0 combination, is one unviable. So that does not occur in nature. They are not observed in nature because that is not viable. They cannot survive. Okay. So these are some of the features and how this particular Turner syndrome is going to occur and due to what condition that occur that we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss another particular sex chromosomal abnormality, that is Klinefelter syndrome. If it of Klinefelter syndrome, it is due to trisomy of X chromosome, and it is formed by union of or fusion of abnormal egg, abnormal 22A plus XX egg, and normal Y sperm, or normal X egg and abnormal XY sperm. So if it is an abnormal egg, then it is going to be 22 autosomes plus XX condition, and a normal sperm, then it is going to be 22A plus Y. If the fusion of this occurs, then it is going to be 22A means 44 chromosomes plus XXY condition, and that is going to be Klinefelter. Or the normal X and abnormal XY sperm. If they fuse, that is going to form 22A plus XXY condition. Then this fusion occur and particular this Klinefelter can occur. So Klinefelter is going to have 22A plus means 44 plus XXY condition. So total number of chromosomes going to be 47 in such male or such individual. And this particular Klinefelter syndrome suffering individuals are the sterile male. Actually, they are called as feminized male. They have undeveloped testes. Then they have mental retardation. Then female like sparse body hair. So they have few body hairs. They have long limbs. They have feminine characteristic like feminine pitched voice. They have enlarged the breast. And this enlarged breast means gynecomastia, and it is considered that the more the X chromosome, the greater is the mental effect. So more X chromosome, greater is the mental effect. And if we talk about chances of this particular disorder, then 1 in every 500 male birth is victim of this syndrome. Now in Klinefelter syndrome, such thing occurs. Why? Because the level of FSH is higher than the usual FSH secretion, that is the follicular stimulating hormone in male. So the androgen level is insufficient, and the disorder is diagnosed usually after a puberty. Now this disorder can be treated by a male hormone by which breasts return to the normal size but sterility remains. Okay, so that is the particular thing. Now we are going to discuss the third sex chromosomal abnormalities, that is superfemales. In superfemales, if we talk, they have poly X female syndrome, and such individuals have they have 47 chromosome, that is 44 plus XXX or 44 plus XXXX. So 48 chromosome, 47 chromosome are there. Here 48 chromosome are going to occur, or 49 chromosome can be there when 44 plus XXXXX condition is there. Now in this, such female are characterized by abnormal height, mental retardation, antisocial and criminal bent of mind, sorry, this is the of super male. I have written this a mistake, so we should remove this point. This will be coming to with respect to the super male. Okay, with the Y chromosome aggressiveness increase, here they are super female. Okay, so they have a mental retardation, they have abnormal height. Okay, and the frequency, if we talk, is 1 in 1500, and the symptoms are more severe with the increase in number of X chromosomes, and some females are taller with normal fertility. Okay, now after this we are going to discuss the fourth one, that is super male. And in super male, poly male individual is there. Such individuals have 47 number of chromosomes, and that is 44 plus XX, 47 plus chromosome, in which you will see 44 plus XYY chromosome condition. Here, this male are characterized by this male are characterized by abnormal height, mental retardation, antisocial, and criminal bent of mind. So here, this is also known as criminal syndrome or Jacob syndrome. So here, what happens due to the increase in Y chromosome, the overproduction of male sex hormone occurs, and due to this, more aggressive than normal males. Okay, and its frequency is 1 in 1,000, and such male are taller with IQ 80 to 120, and they are normal in sexual function, fertility, and genitalia. Okay, so this is the particular thing which is seen in case of the supermale condition. So these are all are the chromosomal disorders. Now, after discussion of the chromosomal disorders which are not going to inherit, we are going to next the Mendelian disorders. That is the second type of